So the trick here is to see the qualities in this being, see that there is hurt there, see that there is suffering, and then when you see that, your compassion will naturally by itself increase, and you will be able to keep this kind of precept much more deeply, much more profoundly. So how do we do this? And the first thing, one thing which I have always looked, some things I like to look at is like scientific evolution in recent years. And it's very fascinating to see what science has found out about animals over the last few decades. And I have certainly read articles about, take for example the great apes. It used to be the case that we thought that animals can just be slaughtered. Animals are completely distinct from humans, but nothing to do with us. But of course now we realize that there is a lot of animals who are very, very close to humans. I think scientists have found out that chimpanzees, for example, they have organized structures in social units in their societies. They use tools. It used to be thought that what made humans humans was that we could use tools, and no other animals could use tools. Then it was discovered that chimpanzees could use tools. And of course, once we start to see these things, we see that there is a lot in common here with human society and chimpanzees. And I also heard of the great apes who were found to be very intelligent. In fact, so intelligent that they scored higher than some human beings. And this is remarkable, isn't it? You can certainly see here that actually this gorilla or whatever is actually, in one sense, more human than this other human being that we have to deal with. More intelligent, more bright, more capable of understanding what's happening around it and what's going on. And suddenly the barriers really, really start to break down. And of course then you also understand that there are other animals who are almost as intelligent, almost as human as the great apes. You have animals like elephants, and maybe even further down the scale, maybe pigs, and maybe some of the pets that we have can be quite intelligent. And pets is also a great way of seeing the humanity, or seeing the emotions in animals. Because I'm sure that all of you have pets, will realize that animals have emotions very, very much like human beings. And not so long ago, we had a cat that died in the monastery here. We usually had 3 cats in the monastery here. One of the cats died, and it was obvious that the other cat, one of the other cats, became very sad. You could see it didn't really want to eat anymore. It looked kind of depressed, was sort of walking around with its head hanging a bit. There was no kind of jump in it anymore. And it was obviously sad, obviously grieving the loss of its companion.